Hello everybody, you are looking live in Istanbul. This is the Basketball Champions League. It's the play-in between Darüssafaka and Hereda St. Pablo Burgos. Game day 2. Well, what a fantastic arena, a fantastic site, and this is the place where it's all going to go down tonight. Darüssafaka, this wonderful club in the city where East meets West, hosting the two-time defending champions Hereda St. Pablo Burgos tonight. Two teams that traded blows a couple of weeks ago, and boy, was it a great game. There's Gabe Olaseni coming out tonight for Darüssafaka, Nathan Booth, Dosh Ozdemiroglu. This is a team, Troy Copain, that is confident, and so is this Burgos team, although they've taken some chops, taken some hits this season, really struggling in the Spanish league. They've had a lot of upheaval in the team. They've had another change at the helm with Paco Olmos coming in to become the new head coach. And they know that the sooner that they can take care of business and get to the round of 16, the better for them. So they're hoping to do that tonight here in the Volkswagen Arena. So these Darüssafaka fans coming in tonight, and what is there not to like about Darüssafaka, especially the way they've been playing lately, getting the win over Fenerbahce, getting the win over Basketball Champions League team Galatasaray in recent games. So here it is, these two teams trying to make it into Group J, just as Nutribullet Treviso, who lead Lavrio Megabolt 1-0. They will also be battling it out on game day 2. So Basketball Champions League, it is in year 6, and it has been arguably the finest of all the seasons. We have had a little bit of disruption again because of COVID, but that's just the way it is. On the court, there has been some absolutely spectacular play all over Europe, and anybody that's watching this competition has to come up with the conclusion that certainly this league has gotten tougher this year.
Opponent is totally defensive team. So what will you gonna do in order to execute the opponents?
Well, for us in this moment is a difficult situation, no? For a lot of things, no? We are only 4 days together. We do only for practice. Some of the guys come to the COVID. Difficult situation. I think that we don't compete last 2 weeks. And the more important, no? Darüssafaka is in a great moment. They win Fenerbahce, they win Galatasaray, they play in home, but we are ready to fight. We want play to win. I know that we must play hard. We need really fight in the rebound. We need to do a really great deed. And I hope that we can control the game because now the new system is only so-so. But okay, it's a moment to play. It's a moment for another compete. I want the team have a strong mentally, and we need balance the energy of the physical to the game.
Thank you very much, sir. Good luck. Thank you very much.
Thank you. That's okay.
So that's the new coach, Paco Olmos, talking about how his team has not really got much game rhythm right now because of postponements and what have you. So Paco Olmos is here leading them. Alvaro Martinez, Dan Kravic, Karim Quili, Christian Kurame, Max Salas, Vitor Benite, Danny Diaz, Hayden Dalton, Javi Rabaseda, Mark Garcia, Alex Renfro, and also another new signing, Landry Noko. And Sinan Guler, the former Turkey international, has really fit in well with this team that has point guard Troy Copain running the show, at least starting. Guler has been indispensable coming off the bench. You are the great
defensive team and you challenge a lot. In this game, what is your game plan and what will be the additional action in order to eliminate the opponent?
First of all, yes, we are trying to play hard defense against all the opponents. Burgos has great, talented and experienced players, so it's not enough to play good defense in a certain time of the game and with certain players. We have to do it all game long with all the players we are bringing also off the bench. That stability is, I think, one of the most important keys for this game. In comparison to the first game, we have to take care of also the offensive rebounds, and we have to minimize the turnovers too. This is our home court. We obviously have to protect our home court, and this is a do or die game. We either win or the European competition season is over. So we'll try to do everything to be stable from the beginning till the end without up and downs, and to carry this series back to Burgos.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Well, that was Coach Hereda, and of course he's got Gabe Olaseni, Copain, Isaiah Pinheiro, who's been as hot as a firecracker of late, Aaron Haas, Wayne McCulloch, Dosh Ozdemuroglu, Choi Salim Sav, Ozchelik, Guler, Regib Attar, Nathan Boop, and Gorkan Dogan. So Hereda Selçuk, talks about the highs and lows, the peaks and valleys during the game, and it's one thing about modern basketball is you simply have to be good with your players coming off the bench. You can't have any dips because as soon as you have a couple of bad possessions, things can go horribly wrong very quickly. And as he highlighted some of the issues, again, he did highlight the experience factor in this Hereda San Pablo Burgos team. They do have players that have won multiple titles in the Basketball Champions League in their team. So despite the hard moments that Burgos are going through, they nevertheless have players that understand what has to take place, what they need to do to win the basketball game. But this Darüssafaka team, no doubt about it, they're in their rhythm right now. They're in flow. Isaiah Pinheiro has really taken off in Europe. The Puerto Rico international had 21 points in the last game. Ozdemuroglu, the Turkish international, coming out there at 17 points in the last game. They led by as many as 13 in the first meeting, but Burgos were able to put the brakes on that and were able to come back and get the 5-point win. So hopefully there won't be any injuries tonight. That fan there certainly has not come off well of late, but Regib Attar and Booth come out to wrap things up for Coach Hereda, who again is looking for that stability, looking for that consistency for 40 minutes. It's not good enough just to jump out to a 13-point lead early on. You got to get out and you got to press on that advantage. It is a 40-minute game, and he is going up against a tactician, Paco Olmos, who has been around for a long time. He's coached a long time in Spain. He's from Valencia. Has coached Valencia a couple of times. Has coached in Puerto Rico, coached Puerto Rico's national team, and was actually with Breogán, who were having a great season before he left them to join this Burgos team. And they're going to have quite a few important games coming up, including this one. They'll also be in the FIBA Intercontinental Cup, which will be played at the beginning of next month. So exciting times for Burgos, despite the struggles, despite the hard times. They still control their own destiny. And if there's anything that really worries them, perhaps it's where they are in the Spanish league, just one place off the bottom of the table, but they've got time to put that right. It's all hands on deck for them. And for Darüssafaka, well, what an opportunity. Both of these teams, you'd have to say, even though Burgos have that 1-0 lead, both of these teams really hopeful of making it to the round of 16 through this play-in. So Yorgos Porzingis from Greece, Wojciech Liszka from Poland, and Radomir Vojinovic from Montenegro there on the right, getting the call tonight. So good refereeing crew that consists of referees that do the highest level, not just club-wise, but also national team-wise. Hayden Dalton, Javi Rabaseda, Alex Renfro, Vitor Benite, and Landry Inoko in the starting lineup here at the start for Hereda San Pablo Burgos. And there is Paco Olmos, who, again, has been around. He's coached a lot of different places, and he is trying to make some adjustments on the fly. He even alluded to it before the game. You know, he's got his way of how he wants his team to play, and it's not a matter of flipping a switch for most of these players. You know, they need time to gel and to get used to that new system. Gabe Olaseni, the Great Britain International, Troy Copain, Isaiah Pinheiro, Dosh Ozdemiroglu, and Nathan Booth in the starting five for Darüssafaka. And again, Isaiah Pinheiro, who's really been playing well of late, also represents that Puerto Rico national team.
The other big guy, let him through, screen for the split. Every time, okay? And when we go flash one, directly, get him down low, play two main game. Let's go, y'all. Can we do it? Can we do it? Yes, sir. Let's do it. Let's do it, man. Let's do it. First three plays. Chest one and two, one side. Yeah,
And in the moment there, Vitor played that with the handle to Alex, and quiero push, aire, here, you play this ball screen, Xavi en el momento del cambio, corta aquí, y acabamos, Xavi, aire, Landry, roll to the opposite side, Vitor, corre, si tu hombre se metiera, te queda solo la esquina. ¿Es okay?
So Selçuk Ernak, the coach, again, the opportunity is here, but he knows it's going to be 40 hard minutes, not just for his players, but for himself. Well, hello everybody and welcome to Istanbul, the Basketball Champions League play-in game, game day 2 between Darüssafaka and Hereda San Pablo Burgos is underway. Inoko has just joined this team. Burgos trying to make the pass, and the ball batted out of bounds by Booth, so it'll stay at this end with 7 seconds on the shot clock. Here he is, the newcomer. And the pass intercepted. And quickly to Troy Copain in the open floor. He gets it down quickly to Pinheiro, who takes the foul. So he goes to the line. So inauspicious start here for the new number 35 for Hereda San Pablo Burgos. Bit on the pump fake and then flew into Pinheiro. So Pinheiro gets Darüssafaka on the board. And makes the second as well. Benite brings it across court. And Renfro gets it to Dalton, gets it back. Again, this is a team that has had a lot of time off the court, hasn't been able to have a lot of practices, and now Benite steps out of bounds and comes back in. Darüssafaka, remember they led by 13 points in the first meeting. Couldn't hold them off though. Slow start for Burgos then, and we'll see if they can turn things around here, but so far so good for Booth and Darüssafaka, although he misses that, and Dalton rebounds it and gets it over to Renfro. Two-time winner of this competition. Inoko goes in, and nobody stops the big number 35. His first 2 points here for Burgos, the rim rocker. Gabe Olaseni back outside to Copain, and rattles out the Booth there for the offensive rebound and putback. Well, nobody got a body on Booth. Nobody pushed him out. That was an intriguing matchup the last time these two teams played. Hayden, Dalton, and Booth. Keep an eye on that one. And now the pass from Renfro goes out of bounds. A little bit of confusion there on the pass to Rabaseda. And Darüssafaka with a 2-point lead and bringing the ball up the floor. Ozdemir had that fast start in the first game. Copain, the pass, just not able to be corralled there by Gabe Olaseni. Talked about the turnover game, and just to make sure his team protects the basketball a little bit better this time. Here's Benite from the left, and Darüssafaka another rebound. Crossing midcourt, and Ozdemir hands it off, and Olaseni in a little bit of a rush. Looks like so the possession error goes to Darüssafaka. Another little collision there as the Rabaseda tries to defend against Pinheiro. Olaseni, Copain, now Booth, mid-range, rattles out. Passes, but he misses yet again. And the drive in the basket is good for Darüssafaka, Ozdemir, but quickly to the other end, Vitor Benite, the Brazil international. Very slow start here for Burgos. Just a couple of points so far. The Inoko dunk, and now the turnover. And Pinheiro avoids the defense and elects not to force it. Pinheiro last season might have tried to go in on that when he played for VF Riga. And now the dump down low, and Olaseni fouled. So you can see Inoko getting tangled up there with Olaseni. Now from the baseline, and there he is, Pinheiro. And he really has been playing at a different level. He was highly touted when he came out of the college ranks in America. Thought he might make it in the NBA. Struggled a little bit last year with Hereda, but has certainly found his footing of late. Dalton beats the shot clock buzzer and drills it. Boy, that was a big-time shot from Hayden Dalton. Copain lets it fly. Good, another three. Well, Troy Copain has got that ability. Wasn't really looking for a shot too much last time in the last game. Now Renfro. A little bit of a mismatch being guarded by Olaseni. Gets it over to Dalton. Will it be two in a row for him? No, it will not. And Copain brings it across. And Rabaseda forces the ball out of his hands. Now Pinheiro. Oh, so confident. Turns, and this time his attempt got a lot of rim and popped out. There's Benite. Over to Rabaseda. And Olaseni rebounds the miss again. Goes to Miraglu, well, has the ball taken away, and Alex Renfro just lays it up and in, and that is a really bad turnover for Darüssafaka, with Burgos struggling on the offensive end, only too happy to get 2 points in transition. Quick pass to Booth, who goes up, and Olaseni there with the putback. Great Britain International, nobody boxed him out. And Darüssafaka hoping to force a Game 3 decider here in the play-in against Burgos, and Noko goes in. Shows a little bit of power for the second time in the quarter. Olaseni, oh boy, wonderful catch and quick turn for Gabe Olaseni. Renfro, bounce pass, Inoko paying some dividends here. The new signing, he's got 6 points in this first quarter. You almost get the feeling it's kind of this Burgos team is just trying to find its rhythm as the game goes along. Again, we saw the same thing happen with Tenerife in their last game. They've been without action for a while. And as the game wore on, they got a little bit better. Now, terrific save. They keep it in bounds. Goes to Miraglu. Are they going to count it? Nope. He gets to the line, though. Hayden Dalton with Burgos' third foul of the quarter. Walker goes out. Renfro goes out. Dan Kravic comes in. Gouler also comes in. And Dan Kravic, a three-time winner of the Basketball Champions League. He's got the last two titles with Burgos, and of course, in year number 3, he won it with Virtus Bologna. Kulame comes into the game number 3, the Estonia international for Burgos. Mergler takes his time and gets both of them to fall. And back to a 6-point game. Sinan Gouler on the ball. Kulame. 4 fouls, in fact, on Burgos now, not 3. And Kulame puts it up and rattles it in from 3-point range. So despite the struggles for Burgos early on, they're down by just 3 points. Zamiroglu dribbles in, they're gonna count it. And I think they've called the foul before the shot. Nevertheless, free throws are coming. Well, you wouldn't see too many coaches as Benite picks up his first foul that would give the okay for a player kind of dribbling the basketball around 3 defenders. But Özdemiroglu, he keeps that posture low and is able to hold on to the basketball and causes problems for that defense. And he has now made 4 consecutive free throws. Avoids the turnover. Now they pass it around, and Dayef, who's come into the game, gets his first 2. Özdemiroglu stops and can't get it to drop. And then great defense by Goulet. Steps in front of Kulame and forces him to step out of bounds. So McCullough now checks into the game for the first time for Darüssafaka. This team won against Galatasaray in their last Turkish game by a single point. Now Rabaseda appealing for a turnover. And Pinheiro just walks away. He's going to stay at this end. And that is a good call by the referee. And Pinheiro with the follow through, but doesn't get to fall. And here again is Burgos. They can tie it with a 3. And an offensive foul called. Turns it back over to Darüssafaka. So the foul called, I believe, on Mark Garcia. No, the fact that it was on Diaz was the foul. Here's Goulet, drives in. Nobody's able to get there in time. So Burgos hoping to get the last shot. Booth goes for the steal and commits the foul, but it's the first foul on Darüssafaka, if you can believe that, in the first quarter. He certainly came close to getting the steal. Chav, meanwhile, comes into the game, his first appearance, and Rabaseda, who played pretty much the entire first quarter, sits down. Renfro back into the game. Game clock winding down, and Kulame not able to save it before it goes out of bounds. Well, Lasani sits down as well. Copain back in. And Copain is going to throw it from 3/4 and hits the backboard. Well, Darüssafaka, they will take it. They last minute 6 points, and right now it's the advantage is 5. It's 21-16. Darüssafaka on top of Hereda San Pablo Burgos at the end of 1. Darüssafaka perfect at the line, 6 of 6. Burgos have not even attempted a free throw, but Burgos 5 of 5 inside the arc. But they are down by 5. Well, this man was a problem early on. He got the first 2 points and ended up having a couple of dunks and also hitting a jump shot. But the quarter belonged to Darüssafaka, just like it did in the first game. Hayden Dalton gave some hope to Burgos with that corner 3. Copain also went to the other end and hit a 3-pointer. And Ostamiroglu turned it over cheaply to allow Renfro to get out on the break. And then Booth, even though he missed that shot, Gabe Olaseni was there for the putback. And Inoko was Johnny on the spot here with his second dunk of the game. Goulier very aggressive and excels putting the basketball on the deck and getting to the rim. And we've got a 5-point lead for Darüssafaka at the end of 1. So a slight delay here at the start of the second quarter. Remember, this is a game day 2 meeting between these two teams in the play-in for the round of 16. And I think they're trying to clarify who's supposed to begin with possession here at the start of the second quarter. So it is Darüssafaka possession here to start things off. Remember, the team that wins this play-in will join the Group J, which already has Baxi Manresa and Tofaş Bursa. Here is, again, for the second time in the game, Sinan Goulier drives and pushes the lead up to 7 points. And you can't help but sense, looking at Coach Ermak over there, that maybe he feels there's a real opportunity to get the home win tonight. Diaz takes the bump, gets it to Kravic. Kravic goes to work. Oh, soft touch from the Serbia international. Copain back to Olaseni. Goulier can also shoot it from outside. Here he is, the pull-up from the elbow, and Diaz rebounds it. Here's Diaz from a long way out, and the foul on Shav. And that is a mental mistake. From number 22, you definitely do not want to foul the jump shooter, and certainly not the three-point shooter. And it's probably the faintest of touches, but the referee felt like there was contact and needed to be called, and now an opportunity for Diaz and Burgos. So Diaz makes the first. And he gets the second one to go as well. Great player Diaz has played some really good clubs in Spain. His latest stop here with Burgos, he's got 5 points. They could really use his experience today. McCullough. And excellent work. Sav makes up for his mistake at the other end, scoring with the offensive rebound and put back and getting fouled on the play. He might have gotten away with a little bit of a push. You can see Coulam there looking over at the referee. It looked like he might have nudged him out of the way with his right hand. Now Garcia comes into the game. So Shav does indeed make it a three-point play. So we're back to a 5-point advantage for Darüssafaka. Kalame. Over to Diaz, and he's fouled by Sinan Gouler. Goulet, such a big part of that Turkey national team setup for so many years, played in that final here in Istanbul back in 2010. Here's Danny Diaz, and that time a little bit off. Shav rebounds it, gets it to Troy Copain. Troy inside, and there is Atar. And Ragib Atar, one of those promising youngsters, lays it up and in. And the lead now 7 points. Salash also in the game now for Burgos, number 7. He was important in the first game, the Belarusian. Belarus international, in fact. His shot drives in, misses. And this time the ball goes off the hands of Salash. And Atar alertly comes up and takes the basketball for Darüssafaka. 3 minutes into the second quarter, Darüssafaka up 7 points. And now the alley-oop pass. Are you kidding me? Shav shows how it's done. Number 22 with authority. And look at Copain and Darüssafaka. They've got the wind in their sails right now, up by 9 points, their biggest lead of the game, and forcing Paco Olmos to call a timeout.
Hey, Alex, Christian, we have one problem. We don't control the game in offense. We can pass to pass because they only aggressive deny. We need really a good reception. We need really a good hard sprint. You know, we can swing the ball. We can play our pass game. We can play defense in offense. If we have problems, just feed, just one contact. All the time they deny. Nothing more. They only play deny. And in defense. Hey, it's one-on-one, guys. It's one-on-one. Last up is really, it's high flat and collapse.
Well, as X factors go, that is a way to describe Shav, the way he's come out today. He committed the costly foul out on the perimeter, but ever since then, he has been going to work. So 5 points for Shav. Remember, he scored with the putback and was fouled on that. So he had the three-point play, and now he scored with the alley-oop dunk. And Burgos looked to change the chip here. Three-point shot stays out. Garcia almost had it, but the offensive rebound, and good job by Salas. And really, if you're splitting hairs, I mean, Shav went for the basketball. He had his hands on it, so he probably should have pulled that down, but even so, he could have boxed out and let somebody else get the rebound. Salas makes the first. And the second. Remember, Jean Tabak started the season as the coach, as the successor to Jean Penirroya here at Burgos. Then it was Salva Maldonado, and now it's Paco Olmos. And Darüssafaka turning it over cheaply again. Diaz might have been pushed out of bounds, gets the basketball back. Burgos trying to turn it up defensively. Kravic, and somehow, some way, holds on to the basketball and ends up putting up a shot and is fouled. So 2 free throws coming for Dan Kravic. So the foul, McCulloch, and everybody's made their free throws so far tonight. And Kravic, the commentator's curse. So he does get the second one. So as a team, Burgos now 6 of 7. Darüssafaka are a perfect 7 of 7. So you can see the Burgos have been going to the line a lot in this quarter. And Ozameroglu. A couple of iffy possessions in a row here for Darüssafaka now. And again, another opportunity. Diaz, and feed set, and the three-pointer is good. And now it's a 3-point game. And you see if there's any lapse in execution for Darüssafaka, this Burgos team, despite their issues right now, are able to come back and punish them. So let's go down to the bench and listen to Coach Ernak.
Let's go 24 down. Let him post here. Berke, you're here. Duyuyor musun beni? Let this person cut through. Turn, set the screen. Try to come over here. Then you see him come into the middle. Run like a loop. And we need to spread out. Güzel drive ediyorsun. Tamam mı? İstediğiniz yere kadar gidiyorsun.
But one of the plays of the game right here, Copain's alley-oop pass to Shav. And then Diaz, who has been a weapon from three-point range this season for Burgos, drills one from the wing. So Diaz coming off the bench, and he's got 8 points tonight in 6 minutes. And Benite, you can see, is the player that normally that they would rely heavily on. But in 9 minutes, he has yet to score, missing 2 3-pointers. to live action coming out of the timeout. And Darüssafaka with 5.5 minutes remaining. Want to make sure they keep their noses in front here. Booth. And Copain short. Booth with the rebound. Boy, that was a great rebound from Booth. He didn't have good position, but was able to get the basketball. Copain again, entry pass to Attar. Now, Özdemir back to Copain, wide open. And Ragip Attar not able to tap it up and in. Again, Burgos can tie it with a 3. Garcia, back to Renfro. Renfro gets inside. Oh boy, what a take from Alex Renfro. The consummate professional puts it up and in with that patented left hand. Obviously, he can shoot it, but he can also go to the rack. Attar, boy, that was a bank shot. Drifting in. Hereda knows he's got some firepower on the bench right now with Pinheiro, but he needs to get quality minutes from all of his players, especially in this first half. Özdemir arguing that the basketball should be Darüssafaka's. You be the judge. And I think he might have had a point. Renfro. Klavish turns. Great defense from Attar. And now a little bit of miscommunication. Ball goes over to Garcia. And now Renfro calls the play with Hayden Dalton getting ready to come back in. And now the pass. A little bit too hard to handle there to Kravic. That pass either went off of Darüssafaka and then right at Kravic's feet, or went straight to his feet. He had no chance to catch that. Isaiah Pinheiro back in the game, the Boricua. Here's Benite also back in, and he shoots. Ball goes out of bounds. He certainly absorbed the contact, but you didn't see a foul. Unless you're going to argue that Booth kind of jumped into him, and I think the referees probably got that one right. So again, Darüssafaka trailing 1-0 after falling in Burgos with a 3-point lead. Now taking it up to 5 with Booth. Perhaps a player that they could exploit offensively with his full array of skills inside and outside. And now the ball stays at this end. So Alex Renfro turned it over with his ball handling. Could be a big trip down the floor for Darüssafaka. Copain tried to get it to Attar. And now the ball, the whistle blows. Good reaction from Burgos. Oh boy, another close one. And maybe Darüssafaka got the wrong end of the stick on that one. Nevertheless, good hands from Burgos. And coming up on the 3-minute mark here in this first half. Burgos is trying to stay with this Darüssafaka team right now as they look for their rhythm. Renfro into the corner. Benite still can get the drop. A terrific play by Sash, and he's got a chance for a three-point play. So the offensive rebound and putback. And Max Salas, who was so important in the first game, makes a hugely important play here late in the first half. So Salas with a chance to close the gap to just 2, and he does. Well, how deflating would it be for Darüssafaka if they fall behind before halftime? Will they get it down low to Olaseni, and he scores? Great play, great pass by Booth, and good job by Olaseni. Diaz. Well, he was gonna ask for it in the corner and then started to make his move to the basket, and Hayden Dalton's pass ended up going out of bounds. And every time Burgos looks like they're breathing down the necks of Darüssafaka, Darüssafaka turned it up a notch, and now Copan with the aggressive drive and earns a trip to the charity stripe. Salas just a little slow on the rotation. Trying to get over and get position. And Troy Copan, who's looked much more assertive and aggressive tonight, I guess the first one to drop. And Copan gets both of them. And once again, a 6-point lead. Troy Copan getting it done tonight for Darüssafaka. And good hands by Pinheiro. And Benite lucky that one didn't go the other way, in fact. Salas for 3, and doesn't get it to drop. Wayne McCullough. Olaseni scrapping away with Salas. And great defense from Renfro. And then great defense from Darüssafaka, from McCullough, and they get it to Olaseni, and he puts it up and in. What a play, what a sequence. Renfro came up with a steal, but then a diving McCullough got it right back. Look at this. He didn't give up on the basketball, and then he alertly passed it to Copan, who puts up the alley-oop pass to Gabe Olaseni. A little careless there from Alex Renfro, the point guard, to turn it over like that. And they were punished immediately.
We can play. Today we can play in a riding, in high pace, in rhythm, because, hey, it's not 4 days. It's because you don't compete. Maybe 3 weeks ago. They only want press and destroy. Then we need to be careful the first pass. When we arrive to the focus, always dangerous. Every to novice is because we won't play with one pass, we won't play with a pass, we won't play fast break. I won't culture the rhythm. Okay? Dejan, Max, be careful in offense, dunking situation. And last Brown, really push for Kia. Hey, we do play breaks, double fix.
Well, that was a good move by Booth down low. And then this was Salas not giving up on the basketball and getting the three-point play. But Olaseni's becoming a problem. He was able to get good position on that one. He just scored after the turnover. He's got 8 points now, Gabe Olaseni. Number 0 turning into the hero. And this Burgos team trying to halt this second quarter slide, which all of a sudden has allowed Darüssafaka to move on top by 8 points. 1:16 remaining. Renfro. Now the pick from Benitez frees Dalton, who pops out on the wing, and now he puts it back on the deck over to Benitez. They swing it up high to Diaz for 3. And McCullough just wisely lets the basketball go out of bounds, but Paco almost thought the rotation, the ball rotation, the passing was good, and it got him to look. He would have expected Danny Diaz to knock that down. Keep an eye on Olaseni. He's been a problem. Here's McCullough. Well, might have forced that one. Got an 8-second differential in the game clock and the shot clock. Renfro, floated by Pinheiro. And the second foul on Isaiah Pinheiro. Renfro just so smart, sensing the contact and aggressively kind of making his move to make sure that the foul was called. So, not a good foul at all from Pinheiro. It's been a good night shooting free throws early for both teams. Renfro will now sit down. In fact, it's going to be a timeout. Darüssafaka trying to come up with a play that gets him the last basket of the half.
We're gonna play again. No, flash touch with. Okay. Dodo will come off that screen. Hand it off back to DC. Set the screen, you set the back screen. Okay. Doesn't matter. Set this screen like this on the ball and you set it to his back.
İki tane folleri var, çok sert gelecek.
Okay.
Try to make ball.
Yeah, try to do it quick. They have too fast to spend. Let's go.
Let's go.
One of the plays of the game right here. Renfro had the steal, then McCullough took it away, and it ended up with the alley-oop to Gabe Olaseni. And again, those 2 points, all of them are important as Darüssafaka attempt to win this game and force a decider back in Burgos. And that would be on Thursday. So final seconds ticking off the clock here in the first half. Over to Miraglu, over to Copain, and he's fouled by Kolomai, who does a good job with just 2.8 seconds remaining. And Burgos can even commit another foul if they want to. What you don't want to do, though, is foul the jump shooter. Olaseni, oh, they give it back to Özdemiroglu for 3. Oh, it was a great attempt. The inbounds man getting it back and would not have complained with that look. I have to say this lead probably where it should be at the end of the first half. Darüssafaka got on top early. They haven't been able to pull away. But they've had the better of the exchanges. Darüssafaka lead it 40-34 at halftime. 9 of 9 at the line, 14 of 25 inside the arc. Burgos also shooting well from the free throw line, 9 of 10. And 6 of Darüssafaka's rebounds coming on the offensive end. Olaseni with 8, Ozdemir with 6, and Copain with 5 for Darüssafaka. DF, Noko, and Renfro the leading scorers for Burgos. Here's a look back at the top plays from an exciting first half here in Istanbul between Darüssafaka and Burgos on game day 2. Darüssafaka trying to force the deciding third game of this play-in series to get to the round of 16. They've led by as many as 9 points. And Burgos, who got this breakaway layup with Renfro after the turnover, they have never led in the game. Noko came out and made a nice impact in the first quarter. 6 points, did not play in the second. Lame hitting the three-pointer. And Sinan Güler, as Sinan Güler does, finding his way on the drive and getting the layup. And Güler is tough to stop at the best of times, at the worst of times, anytime. So some alley-oop passes tonight. Shav, what a terrific sequence he had with a putback and a three-point play, and also the alley-oop slam. And Diaz has also had some good moments.
Three-point attempts, 6 out of 20 scored. Field goals, 14 out of 45. It's been dismal. That's a good block.
Safahi. Osmani almost lost it, did lose it.
Transition finds DeLeo. DeLeo all the way, hangs in the air. DeLeo gets the and one. You can see a transition. He gives up to DeLeo. You can see goes to the basket and says Cali Nikta with the and one.
Ragland hangs it up and it's sent home. Keezer the lock.
So what was the key point in order to proceed the game plan in the second half?
I think offensively we have to be much more picky. We're trying to drive the ball to the basket, but our decisions are not well enough. And defensively we have to protect our paint better. We did good job behind the arch. We didn't give too many three-point shots. They have great shooters, but we didn't protect the paint very well. We have to take care of that.
Thank you very much. What would be the key point in order to have create a good comeback?
Well, the best situation is the score is only 6 down. Really, they play with more energy. They deny our game pass basketball. Then we need to play better offense. We need to play pass to pass. We need to play with a little more passion. And in defense, we need to control the rebound. We need to stop the ball. I think they only with our turnovers and with his offensive rebound, they made 20 points. Then we will control the situation. I'm sure they will have options to win the game.
Thank you very much.
Remember, when we play the I want this guy, ready, Charlie cut, and open high. Hey, I think you know all right. If they deny, no problem.
Burgos have never led in this game. Burgos, who hold a 1-0 lead in the playoff. Start with the possession, attacking the basket to the right on your screen, and Victor Benitez comes out and banks in one of the first 2 points. Not sure he was trying to bank it in, but maybe that bodes well as he sees the basketball fall through the hoop. So first 2 points for Victor Benitez. Olaseni with the high screen, and Rabaseda tries to take it away. Shot clock about to expire, so Pinedo has to launch it and misses everything. Not a good possession there for Darüssafaka. So Alex Renfro brings it up the floor, crosses midcourt, and now a foul called on Troy Copain. In fact, it might have been on Nathan Booth. In fact, it was, yes. So pushing Hayden Dalton. And Burgos able to inbound the basketball to Renfro. Both teams need to pick it up defensively. This is going to be a tough 20 minutes. Copain knows that Renfro is a very tough customer, and He was trying to get the ball to Landry Noko, and Noko hands it off to Renfro. Now he gets it back down low. Noko, oh, beautiful play. Bounce pass to Rabaseda. And it's a 2-point game. Again, good alert play by Landry Noko with the bounce pass. Now Ozdemiroglu goes behind his back, trying to get the ball away from Renfro, and you can see that Burgos are really picking it up defensively. Here's Copain. Oh boy, that was big. They needed something from somebody trying to slow down this Burgos team. 7 points now for Copain. Renfro wide open, good. The three-pointer, and now just a 1-point game. Burgos looked out of sorts, really, for much of the first half, but they have started well here in the third quarter. And now another turnover on Darüssafaka. I believe it's a foul on Olaseni. Yeah, just kind of hitting the screen, and now Burgos, who haven't led at all, can take the lead for the first time tonight. Hayden Dalton. And Ozdemiroglu rebounds the miss. Great defense from Booth, denying the basketball, but I think they've called a foul. Yeah, he was locked up there with Booth. Ozdemiroglu able to get it to Olaseni. Copain has it, puts it on the deck, and hands it off to Olaseni, who's fouled right at the last minute by Rabaseda. And boy, that was a bailout. Looked like Rabaseda was just standing there. Burgos really putting the pressure on this Darüssafaka team here in the third quarter. Olaseni able to get to the line and makes both free throws. Gets away from Ozdemiroglu, now cuts into the paint, and his pass intercepted. Great play by Darüssafaka and Ozdemiroglu, and then he is then fouled by Hayden Dalton. Wow, terrific play. Ozdemiroglu intercepted it, got it in bounds, and then he got it back. And Porcinidis, the Greek referee, makes the foul call on Dalton. Booth. And Wayne McCullough. Noko spinning. Almost walked. Benite from downtown. Noko with the rebound. Then it goes off of Dalton out of bounds. And just when it seemed like Burgos had the wind in their sails, Darüssafaka have struck back again. And that was a huge three-pointer from McCullough, who, don't forget, had that big steal in the first half that led to the alley-oop pass from Copain to Olaseni. 14 turnovers on the night for Burgos. Here's the bounce pass to Olaseni, able to get it to Booth. Now Burgos and playing the D, but McCullough comes in from the baseline and scores with a reverse layup. Good job by Booth, knowing the double team was there, so somebody had to be open, and that somebody was McCullough. You got to make yourself available to your teammate, and that's what McCullough did. Now Rabaseda, and McCullough comes out. Oh no, traveling called on Rabaseda. Goes the Miracle to the corner. Booth, feet set, and the three-pointer is good. They got their biggest lead of the game, 11. It's incredible how the game has changed in this third quarter. Burgos bearing down, pulling to within 1 point, and now Darüssafaka up by 11. Noko back to the basket, back outside. Rabaseda steps into the three. And the man that won the FIBA Basketball World Cup with Spain in 2019 hits a huge three-pointer as Burgos try to put the brakes on this run for Darüssafaka. Oh, it's a Miracle who gets deep, passes it back outside to Copain, who answers with a three. Boy, he's been outstanding tonight, Troy Copain, 10 points. Rabaseda gets the baseline, wonderful pass, but McCullough opportunistically reaches in and takes it away. McCullough's been making some big plays tonight. Oh, the Miracle, meanwhile, drives in. Olaseni there for the offensive rebound. Oh, and he misses with the putback. A reprieve for Burgos as Salas grabs the ball and hands it off. Long way to go in this one. And oh, the Miracle who falls down, pushed over by Victor Benite, who is trying to get some space. Watch Benite right there, and he definitely pushed him, but I also get the feeling that Rose the Miracle sold it quite well. Olaseni again, goes to work. Loses it, Booth at the right place at the right time. Gets it back to Gabe Olaseni, who puts it up and can't bank it in. Now Renfro. His team down by 11, and then Renfro's pass gets away. Ostermiroglu fouled. Crowd wanting an unsportsmanlike, but that's not going to be called. Renfro thought Noko was going to be there, but Noko took some type of knock and wasn't able to get to the basketball. He's going to have to come out. Wojciech Lischka explaining why that wasn't an unsportsmanlike to Hereda, who has led his team to victories over Fenerbahce, over Galatasaray in recent days. Timeout on the court. See, Jarrell Burgos would like to have the new signing in the lineup tonight, but he's not able to play.
I prefer play pick and roll side and not pick and roll me. It's better. Hey, we change defense. We pass black. We pass black. We pass black. Hey, I don't want triangle. Hey, if we push him and he's so far, first is under. Okay. Not reject, guys. Remember, now they play to the short roll. We need high bump, and we need open corner, and this guy, and right to the corners. And rebound. All the time. if we want to accelerate the game.
Boy, Darüssafaka just found their rhythm and raced into the biggest lead of the game. 11 points. Rabaseda, who had a big reputation as a shooter coming up when he turned professional back in the day with Barcelona, hitting that big three-pointer. But Copain has big as well tonight. Copain's been making it rain from three-point range. He's had a couple. So Özdemiroglu at the line with a chance to take their lead up to 12 points, and he does. Their biggest of the game. They have been good at the line tonight. Darüssafaka have not missed a free throw tonight. They have been excellent, and so has Özdemiroglu. Perfect. 13 points. They led by 13 in the first game, but that was early on, and Burgos were able to claw it back pretty quickly. And now this is a much different story. Shot clock about to expire, and Oko puts it up, and Özdemiroglu rebounds the miss. Mark Garcia also in the game, number 27. Copain over to Booth. McCullough short. Garcia met at midcourt. He spins to get away from Özdemiroglu. And now Özdemiroglu commits the foul. 13 foul here in this third quarter. Benite over to Renfro, and it is an uphill struggle right now for Burgos. When McCullough drives, gets it over to Özdemiroglu from the left corner, and he drills it. And can you believe it, folks? 16 points, the advantage for Darüssafaka right now over the two-time defending champions. And Garcia drives. Renfro not able to control it. And Copain has it. And that pass from Copain, he was trying to get it to McCullough. And, Burgos pulled it at 1 point in the first couple minutes of the second half. And it really looked promising for them. But since that time, it's been all Darüssafaka. So if this game continues to go this way and Darüssafaka's favor and they win, the deciding third game in the play-in between these two teams for the round of 16 would take place on Thursday back in Spain. And now the bounce pass from Garcia to Noko goes out of bounds. And one positive for Burgos as Kravic comes back into the game is because they haven't had many games lately. If in fact they do lose this game and they get the extra game, the game 3, well, it could work to their advantage as they try to get back to their rhythm. But of course they would like to take care of matters tonight. But it's going to be an uphill struggle over the final 11 minutes. Alley-oop pass, throwing it down, Gabe Olaseni. The latest alley-oop for Darüssafaka. Look at it go. hammers it home with that right hand. Boy, they are looking formidable right now, Darüssafaka. And Olaseni coming out, trying to force the turnover, bodying up on Kulma. It's been a good game for Great Britain International, Olaseni. They want no part of him after this. Kravish nowhere to be found. Challenging, but the question is who hasn't thrown down an alley-oop dunk tonight? I mean, Pinheiro, who's been outstanding for this Darüssafaka team, hasn't really been needed because everybody else has just elevated their game, including that man right there, Shav. It has been a confident streak for Darüssafaka. You know, and you could even point to the fact that it happened when they played game one. They played well against Burgos for long stretches in Spain. And they seem to have grown from that. So Benite misses the first. Well, when it rains, it pours. Does get the second one to go. So Attar, Gouler back in the game. Copain remains in the game with McCullough and Shav. And now an offensive foul on Attar. Moving screen. Get it to DF, who goes up and misses. Gouler rebounds it. And Darüssafaka should get the last shot of the quarter. Copain not able to get it to drop. He took it early, and he's allowed Burgos to get the last look. Kume for two, and it was a costly play by Copain. I don't think Ernak is very happy with that lack of execution on that last possession for Darüssafaka. Still a mountain to climb, but it's been made a little bit easier with that basket. It's Darüssafaka leading it by 15 at the end. Throwing down the alley-oop pass from Copain. So Pinheiro back in the game for Darüssafaka, who are not in complete command, but they're pretty close to it. Attar catches it down low, but turns it over cheaply. And it's plays like that could help Burgos get back in it. Kulame misses. Had that gone, it would have been a 12-point game. Darüssafaka need to make the most out of these possessions. They haven't done that the last few times, and now they turn it over again. Diaz quickly to Kulame, and Ernak surely is going to have to get a timeout here. His team's wobbling a little bit. You can almost see the Burgos sense the comeback is theirs if they want it. Here goes Goulier driving in. Boy, that was just a big-time drive and finish from Sinan Goulier. And what a nice finish there from Kradic. Darüssafaka 8.5 minutes away from tying this play-in. And they had better watch it. They're showing signs of imploding here. And Sinan Goulier complaining that he was hit. So Sinan Goulier has been slapped with a technical foul for complaining. And really, you don't want to help Burgos. And that's all that this, since the end of that third quarter, it really feels like Darüssafaka have been helping Burgos back into the game. So Garcia goes to the line and makes the free throw. And now it's a 12-point game. It doesn't matter if Goulier has been hit and it wasn't called. I mean, it's he's got to maintain that composure. He's been around the game long enough to know that you can't get a technical foul called on you when you're up by 13, 14 points. And now Attar called for the foul, and again, it's hard to understand the reactions that we're seeing right now from Darüssafaka. Attar quite clearly committing the foul. And now Burgos step out of bounds. Good job, Özdemir, forcing Kradic to turn it over. In fact, it was Ragib Attar who was able to force the turnover. So Copain back into the game, so is Booth. And now Mark Garcia raises his hands to say he committed the foul. So it's getting pretty scrappy here at the end of the game. Özdemir steps back. Oh, he banks it in. Surely not. Well, yes, folks, it is. The bank is open. These are banking hours in Istanbul. 15 points to lead. Özdemir fell down. And Hayden Dalton missed from three-point range. Kulame now steps back. And Booth. Just feel like with Booth's presence out there, he's kind of calmed things down for this Darüssafaka team. And now he hits the three-pointer. He is just a quality performer. Darüssafaka picks up another foul. Reaching on Kulani. So only his second foul of the Darüssafaka. So with less than 7 minutes remaining now, and Darüssafaka seems to have put things right again, going back up in front by 18. Now the steal, and Copain avoids the turnover. Pinedo goes up, and the lead is his biggest of the game, 20 points. Forcing Paco almost to call timeout.
Not crazy decision. Now it's normally no play, one pass, one shot. Now this is minus for improve our basketball. Okay, and if we are right the opportunity, we take the opportunity. We keep the same defense. Don't play crazy open, one pass, one shot. Only the problem with the fucking deny, with the fucking contact, we don't play any comfort pass, we don't play any advantage in the screen. I need that you put your men in the screen.
Well, Hereda's son Pablo Burgos have won the last 2 titles, but as that Darüssafaka three-pointer drops, and also this one, you have to wonder, is this team, Burgos, going to get to the round of 16? Fortunately for them, their fate is not going to be decided tonight. But it looks like there's going to be a game 3 in this play-in for the round of 16. And Burgos had to pull out all stops to win game 1, game day 1. And they're going to have to pull out all stops, certainly to win this game 2, but more likely to get back in friendly territory and to win it there. Pinedo, his pass intended for Gabe Hossein. He goes out of bounds. Goes up and can't get it to drop. Hossein hands it off to Copain. Darüssafaka. Wow, that was a strange looking going around the world. The basketball went all the way around the rim and looked like it got wedged before it fell out. Darüssafaka having had some great form in Turkey, now certainly in full flow here against Burgos. And setting things up very nicely, it appears, for a game 3 decider back in Burgos. Of course, 5.5 minutes remaining, 20 points the difference. Stranger things have happened than coming back from a 20-point deficit with this much time, but on what we've seen so far in the second half, it's hard to imagine that happening. Garcia makes the first of 2 free throws and the second. It's the first time we've had play-ins for the round of 16 in the Basketball Champions League. And we certainly livened things up. Now the ball turns over. So they called that indeed a foul. being the foul to get position to make the catch. Noko goes to the basket. Here's Garcia with a little runner. And he's back to a 16-point lead. Garcia bringing some offense. Sinan Gouler's checked back into the game and gets the 2 points back immediately. Sinan Gouler with the reach. Well, this would be a positive development for Burgos if they could let Mark Garcia really start to assert himself on the offensive end, because he's got the tools. And his second shot is good as well. So again, back to 6 points to deficit. Mark Garcia's having a good fourth quarter. He's got 7 points. Another drive, and this time it was Noko with the not into my house rejection. Garcia pulls up on the break. And Kravic with the offensive rebound, and Diaz with the offensive rebound, the ball knocked away. 11 steals for Darüssafaka tonight. That's been part of the story, the turnovers for Burgos. On this evidence, and also the evidence of game one, Darüssafaka could be a hard team to beat in the decider. Here's Booth with the offensive rebound and putback. Well, Coach Hereda talking about how his team had to put together 40 solid minutes, trying to avoid dips in play. And they've had a couple of dips today, but it hasn't proved costly. Olaseni. Well, Olaseni is going to finish with a big night tonight. 14 points, 7 rebounds. Still some time to go in this one. Noko gets it, and Pinheiro rebounds. Booth. You just feel like Booth, if he had to, could put this team on his shoulders a little bit more than he does. He is just so, looks automatic. Renfro drifts in and scores with a runner to make it a little bit more respectable, but 81-60 the lead for Darüssafaka. There's a chance to Faka ring throughout the Volkswagen Arena. And what a drive by Copain. 12 points for Troy Copain. And remember, it was a 1-point game early in the second half. Again, Garcia. Looked like Garcia might have been fouled a few times on the way to the basket that time. So Quealy's checking into the game late. He had some good minutes in the first game and played quite well, but he hasn't gotten in until the end of the contest here. offensive foul called on Olaseni, clearing out. Bowling his way against Salash. Well, Paco almost has got his work cut out for him to get this team to play better on game day 3 in this play-in. Because they have not been at the races here in the second half. It has been all Darüssafaka. Other than the first couple of minutes of the third quarter, Darüssafaka have dominated. Queeley drives in, gets fouled. He'll go to the line. Ochelik comes into the game as well to get some mop-up duty here for Darüssafaka at the end, as Nathan Booth takes a seat. Queeley also hails from Great Britain, like Olaseni, makes the first. Coming up on the 1-minute mark. And the two-time defending champions, Hereda and Pablo Burgos, on the receiving end of one of their worst defeats in recent times here against Darüssafaka. Pinheiro call for travel, and again, let's have a look. He catches it. No, I think he got it right. He caught it, and so he moved his pivot, it looked like. Here's Pinheiro, see if he takes his anger out on the rim. And Rabaseda was not going to allow for the breakaway dunk at the end of the game. Pinheiro doing a good job, I think, of keeping control of his emotions on that type of foul. I mean, Rabaseda can commit that foul, no doubt about it. But you can see how Pinheiro might have taken exception to the foul. So a good job by the Boricua. He takes the punishment, goes to the line, and makes both free throws. So 8 points for Pinheiro tonight. Again, his scoring wasn't really needed. And for Darüssafaka, it has been really their most, I would suggest, convincing win ever in the Basketball Champions League tonight. And it couldn't have come at a better time for their fans. Quilame steps back and hits it from the elbow. Just enough time where they're going to have to attempt at least one more shot. Ochelik, number 24, a little bit too much dribbling. And Max Salash called for a foul. So I think he's probably going to inbound the basketball and he's going to dribble it out. Well, what a night for Darüssafaka here in the Basketball Champions League against Burgos, as they have rolled to victory. An 85-66 triumph for Darüssafaka over Hereda and Pablo Burgos, sending the two-time defending champions back home where they will try to win this play-in series 2-1 with Game 3 coming up later this week. 85-66, Darüssafaka winning over Hereda San Pablo Burgos. Well, you could tell just by the look of the reaction after the game which team won this. It was the team in green. And perfect at the line, 8 3-pointers. That was 3 more than Burgos and 6 more makes inside the arc. They out-rebounded Burgos. Forced more turnovers. Booth, so silky smooth, you hardly even noticed it. He finishes their leading scorer with a game-high 15 points, 14 for Özdemiroglu, 14 for Olaseni as well. I'm not sure anybody wants to play this Darüssafaka team right now the way they're knocking teams off left, right, and center. Winning against Fenerbahce, winning against Galatasaray, and now winning against Burgos. And it's just not 1 or 2 players that are playing well. It is seemingly everybody in this team is coming out and contributing.
First of all, congrats, and you were very productive in the offense. So what was the key for that?
Just trying to stay with it. We had a good couple games, from home, and we knew this was very big. So just staying locked into the scouting report and to the little minor details, and try to play as hard as we can and not get sent home.
So what was your thoughts for the third game?
The same mindset. We got a long day of travel tomorrow. We just gotta, not worry about our bodies and just focus on the little things, the details, and try to continue going what we did today.
Thank you very much and congratulations.
Appreciate it.
So both teams will be heading back to Spain tomorrow to play in Burgos. And you better believe the Burgos fans will be needed.
First of all, you did very well in the paint in this game plan. So what was your belief for that?
All week, the last couple of days, we preached going into the paint, dominating the paint, and then kickouts from there.
So what is your thoughts for the next game?
Just play how we played in the second half, more physical, pick up full court like Coach wants us to, and just really follow Coach's game plan.
Thank you very much. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So Nathan Booth with some remarks after the game. I think we'll probably also hear from Alex Renfro from Burgos.
First of all, what was the most negative thing on the pitch today? What was the key for this performance?
They played. They wanted it more than us. We can't allow that to happen, and we did. They came out, they fought hard, they pressured us, they were tough. And, the game went in their direction. So congratulations to those guys. Right now for us, we have to build. We know what we need to do. They protected their home, and we have a chance to go back home and protect ours. So we're going to focus on that, and we're going to be ready in 2 days.
There was a remarkable turnovers today. It is very efficient in this result. So what is your comment for that?
For sure, that had a lot to do with it. They scored a lot off turnovers. I had a lot, me and my team, we both did. So, we're going to take care of that. We're going to correct that, and we're going to build and move in a positive direction.
Thank you very much.
No problem. Thank you.
So 25 turnovers for Hereda San Pablo Burgos and 33 points scored off those turnovers for Darüssafaka. And again, as Alex Renfro says, they have got to take care of that. He owned up to his mistakes. And, it was really a disappointing outcome tonight for Burgos. But you know what? They're right back where they started. Now they've got the deciding game. And I would guess that Burgos are going to pull out all stops to try to stay alive in this competition as they go for a third consecutive title. Of course, that is the farthest thing from their mind right now. They just want to stay in the hunt. Well, the second half best plays, the majority of them will be made by Darüssafaka, although there were some early shots here for Burgos. And but Wayne McCullough, you know, we didn't really talk much about him, but he was really timely with his contributions. Here he was moving to the basket, taking the pass from Booth, making himself available. He got that big steal on the first half. And here was McCullough hitting a three-pointer. Ostermerglu always a live wire out there as well. And Troy Copain, I mean, if he can come out with the same intensity and the same aggressiveness, that would really help Darüssafaka in that deciding third game. Troy Copain needs to play as well as he played tonight, be assertive, and so does Olaseni. I mean, Olaseni was terrific and really hammering this one down. Look at this. They were just all on the same page tonight. These types of things happen in basketball for a team like Burgos, but it has been a tough year. They've now got their third head coach since the departure of Joan Peñarroya at the end of last season, the coach who led them to back-to-back titles. And as we look at Sinan Gouler, he's been a valuable addition to this Darüssafaka team. It's more questions right now than answers for Burgos, and you have to wonder if they're going to come up with the answers in time. But what they can't do is get in their own way by making a lot of mistakes. And again, that was what they alluded to after the game. Alex Renfro talking about the 33 points scored off of the 25 turnovers by Burgos, the 33 points scored by Darüssafaka. So again, Copain missing that one, but they shot it well, 42%, 42.11% from three-point range. Booth hitting that one. Copain also a live wire inside. They were 8 of 19 from deep, and Booth was 3 of 3 from deep. Wonderful game tonight for Darüssafaka. They win it 85-66 over Hereda San Pablo Burgos here in Istanbul to force a deciding Game 3 in the play-in for the round of 16.